Right off. What in the hell is that? I think YouTube has changed some more things. Well, move that. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Oh my God, come on. I have no idea why there are dog food kernels all the way over here.
I might have spilled some trying to scoop it out.
I don't know why my YouTube live stream looks the way that it does, but I guess we're going to have to endure some changes. Probably not for the better, because YouTube has constantly screwed that up. Like, if there is somebody on here, I can't see how many there are. But I can see a little figure of a person up on the corner. Cat.
It's normal on my end.
Duchess, I don't need you.
Duchess.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Hiram, think before you do shit. Fucking holy crap, I just want to get things done tonight. What in the heck? Oh yeah, my phone's all cattywampus. Oliver, no. Oliver, no. Oh my fucking God. This is not going to be my night. I can already tell. I know that I'm not going to get all my sets done. And then the dogs being in the middle of it all, that's not great. Yes, there are in fact roaches in our house. We have roaches that we feed to our animals. One of them. How is it 65% heat? No, that's Oliver. Please go. Go. How are we supposed to increase the humidity to 70, 80%? I don't understand it. We've saturated that soil. The other thing that I think we can do is potentially go and douse paper towels and hang them on the side of the cage. But outside of that, freaking ridiculous. All right. Yeah, my setup here is so fucked. So it's going to be a little bit of pet care, a little bit of workout. Duchess, no. Go on. Duchess, no. Go on. Okay. So. Dealing with dogs who don't listen. Alright, here we go. One, two. $16, $17, $19, $20, $22, $5, $6, $7, $30, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. No! Duchess, go! Are you serious? What? No, go. She ran right up while I was in the middle of it.
Oh, it sounds like you were doing
Don't. Ugh. Dumbass dog. 33. 4. Eight. 30. 9. All right. Oliver, are you coming to get pets? Stop. Stop. All right, I'm done, Duchess. I'm not petting you, Duchess. Go! To your kennel!
No.
She licked my mouth! Like, in my mouth. So, no. No, you are not getting any more attention right now. You got real excited, too excited. You stay in there. There you go. Go on. Fucking dog. Oh, come on. No. Come on, move out of the way. I can't move for dumbass dogs right now. Hey, Christine and Mr. Funkadelic. If you don't like the camera placement, you don't have to stick around. It's going to be one of those nights where my tolerance level, pretty low. Okay. Reason why I'm so damn grumpy is because YouTube changed it once again. Now, because of the way that they've changed the screen setup, at least on my phone, I can't see how many people are here.
The same as usual on my end.
It's not on mine. And there's also the fact that we're starting basically at 9:30. All right, so let's take care of our little babies. You should have had us setting up earlier. It's not your fault. It's just the fact that the people running the show are just that.
Mom says they got there at 6,
It's ridiculous.
and they should have been there at least over an hour earlier.
Nope. That's a molt right there. So this little guy just molt. We're gonna put his cage down before we mess with him any further. Maybe that's why he's so dark, but I didn't see the molt in there yesterday. He's still dark. Could be a genetic trait. And here we don't have to pick up this little one, because this tarantula sling is front and center. Beautiful little girl. That is a Monosyntropus balfouri sling, or a Socotra Island blue baboon. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys can't see that. That right there is our cobalt blue critter. That cobalt blue critter was bought basically for us by one of our members. There we go. I'm gonna show my wife real quick. Like, look at this. The freaking, I can't see any of the likes, and I can't see the number of people in the chat. 4 likes, 1 in the chat. I don't know what is wrong with freaking YouTube on my end, but that's so disconcerting. In any case, generally speaking, that's the size that you get when you are trying to raise them from a sling. You don't usually get them from the first instar or the first molt. It's usually about the second. And I recommend it. People say that raising slings is harder, that they're more delicate, but the fact is, adult tarantulas are just about as delicate as babies. Maybe not entirely so, but similar. It's going to be doing this again. I'm trying not to shake, rattle, and roll this cage or these cages. Did that get on? All right, it's on. That's what we want. You'll probably be going a little bit faster. The scorpion, who we went and helped molt, which is generally speaking a no-no, still has not started moving. It was already fairly weak to begin with. The cage that it was in was not nearly as humid as it should be. The cage that it's in now is more humid, but still is only hovering at about 65% humidity. We're about to try some different tactics to boost the humidity in that cage, but it is a nightmare, absolute nightmare. So let's take a look at this little guy right here. Got to be careful with this critter, because this critter was stuck to the underside of her lid the other day. Let's see here. This is our Arizona Blondie. It's a juvenile. It is a domestic species here in the United States. It is arid, therefore its cage is good and dry. That's how they need it. Every once in a while, I'll go in there. Matter of fact, I might do it now. You don't want to mist it too much, but if that critter goes into a molt, it needs to have at least a tiny little bit of humidity. Not too much, though, because you will stress the animal out. Now, put the lid back on. Okay, so next up, and we may be rushing this a little bit. It's not exactly the best way to handle working out. Especially for some reason, my Fridays, I'm always dehydrated. I try drinking more water throughout the day today, but I don't know if it worked. So there are there are several different ways to work out your pectoral muscles and your triceps. But the best way, the one that hurts the most, is this. This is what we refer to as the dip bar station. It's also our pull-up station. Yeah. You want to feed them to the dog? They're real salty. All right. So, you generally want, hey, Durs, and we're glad you're still alive. You generally want to try going down as much as you can on the dip bars. However, be careful. You don't want to go down too far. Your biceps are not supposed to hurt with this exercise. I started going too low. That was my mistake. Whew. All right. 1, 2. There. 16. Oh, did not do better than we did last time. Sorry. Yes, we went out to eat today.
Yeah, we did.
You trying to get me in trouble?
No, we did.
With a man that knows how to deal with C4? I don't want to die! For those who don't know, the stipulations with the last payment that Durst gave us was that I take the missus out for a date at a sit-down restaurant.
Take the one for lunch. Remember, hon?
Remember what?
What we did for lunch.
I know.
You see, you did the stipulation. We went down to a sit-down meal.
Okay. Now. Oh. Okay. That's terribly funny. Terrible mostly, but terribly funny. Okay. Oh, I need to write that down.
Huh.
Yeah, you just read that.
I had to refresh.
It's the 27th today.
It's the 7th.
I mean, yeah, 7th, sorry. I was hoping for 18 dips, but life just isn't fair. Gotta make sure in the middle of all this that we hydrate. And hydrate, and not overhydrate though. Because when you overhydrate, that's when you start having to wake up at motherfucking 2, 3, 4, 5, just all night long having to go pee. That's not fun. Not fun in the slightest. Okay. Next up, we have a little guy that is a little bit hard to see. This is our Harpictira pulchripes, an arid terrestrial old world species. Excessive overhydration. standard overhydration just makes you have to pee so much. 2, 3. And of course, this is our critter. We gotta put more water in his dish. It doesn't matter, and I keep emphasizing this so that people don't take up the wrong advice from the wrong people. It does not matter if the species you have is arid or tropical, terrestrial or arboreal. Make sure that your animal has a water source. Also make sure that your animal is at the right humidity. This little guy is easier to take care of. He needs low humidity. Go. All these little buggers went and ate yesterday, so we might, since we are limited on time tonight, we might switch over and start trying to focus on dips more so than push-ups, because dips are harder to do. They're more strenuous. The results are going to be a little bit more intense. They work out the same standard muscle sets, muscle groups as your push-ups, but the amount of weight on your arms is so much more. All right. Gosh darn it, guys. By guys, I think that was on me this time. What in the... Okay. We're trying to bring that scorpion back to life, so to speak. We did a no-no, and our scorpion had been approximately 36 to 52 hours stuck in a molt. And at that point, you really have two options: let it die, or do your research and figure out if there's a way you can help. There is a way, and there's an individual who has acted upon that particular way multiple times to save animals. We went in and we removed the stuck molt to the best of our abilities, primarily focusing on the body and the tail. The two front feet on either side were free. The two back legs are still stuck. And so long as he's still with us, this Sunday we will go and we will focus on trying to free those legs very carefully, very methodically, utilizing a needle, a pair of tweezers. I don't think we could utilize those scissors. We might be able to, but I don't know. Just because the way the legs play, they're not like the tail, where there were a lot of pockets of air It's all super compressed up against the new exoskeleton. All in all, if we do manage to go and save the scorpion's legs, they're not going to be very usable. It's going to be salvaged, but not functioning at all as they likely would. From now on, we will be working on increasing the humidity to obscene levels. 66 is not obscene. Fuck. We do have a heat emitter that's driving the heat up and keeping it around 77. So come on. There. Go. Oh, Durs. Were you around to hear that the one of the Monocentropus balfourislings molt? Like, its molt is clearly visible in the bottom of the enclosure. I was super happy about that. Here we go. Did you actually kill your cricket? I see a little bit of mold right there. For those that don't know, mold is usually a sign that something done did die. That's okay. Sleep is incredibly important, girls. Okay. Anybody that tells you different is one of those people that is lying to you. The cricket. There's a big old clump of mold right here. All right, so this, just like the other one we just showed you, is a Lasiociano sazamai male. They are a tropical terrestrial New World tarantula typically found in Brazil. Smaller in stature than your general species you've probably heard of, like the salmon pink bird eater or the Goliath bird eater. These critters are very much on the bottom of the food chain. Their species is not likely one that's going to be going after any vertebrates. Now, the larger the tarantula gets, the more likely you can go and pick off said critters. We'll be showing you some of the larger varieties coming out of South America here shortly. All right. Because we are on short time, we're going to be doing 4 critters per each little, I guess you call it set of animal viewing. And then we are going to be doing an exercise. We're probably, like I said, going to be fundamentally, probably going to be focusing on dips rather than dips and push-ups. Time constraints being what they are. Do the harder exercise to hopefully yield more results. Also, dorkfish. Also, doing it this way gives my arms a little bit more time to recover in between sets, which might make it easier to get the sets done. These are dubia roaches. Somebody commented that we have roaches in our house. The overall answer is yes. What? My pet toad Craig died? What? He loved these? Yeah. I bet he did. These make for excellent feeders. Man. Well, it was more of a date day, but yeah. Apparently there was a kid that came in. I didn't get to see it. There was a kid that came in to do the all-you-can-eat salad bar, and she loaded her plate up with olives.
Oh, girl. That was funny.
This is my really police. Now these guys, these are dubia roaches. These guys right here are Oregon isopods. It's from our state. And they are just living La Vida Loca up in this little hizzle that we've got for them. I don't see any babies though, so we might have like too many females, too many males. Not enough of the opposite sex. They got plenty of good conditions to thrive in, and they haven't died at all. I've even found their molts in there, which scared the shit out of me. Now we feed these guys fish flakes. What species toad was Craig? I wanted to get an African cane toad, but it turns out they're illegal to own here in Oregon. Because of the fact that they spread so voraciously through Australia. Like, we just don't want that to happen in our environment. All right. Okay. Again, these are the harder of the two. Hopefully my body will let me do this. After every time that you go to do a set of something like this, make sure you go and get a drink of water. Hydration is key. If you don't have enough, you don't have enough hydration, your muscles aren't going to function appropriately, and then you're going to get frustrated like I do because you want to do as many as you can. All right. You know, did you get in the litter box? Huh? What were you doing? No. Nope. No. No. She's attacking me. She's being vicious. And acting quite suspicious. Oh, Bobby. All right, go on. Go on. Don't look at me like that. It's not my fault that I have to condense my workout. Life is like that sometimes. He's not going to be happy until tomorrow. Tomorrow's our core workout day. By the way, I won one match on the boxing game. Yeah. Boxing like a dork, but I still won. All right. Really, cats?
No,
14.
that's your seat down.
Two gulps. Hey, Ayla. Whew. %64 humidity in that cage. I wish we still had the fogger. The fogger. I wish we still had it.
We haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah. All right. Now, these are the orange head roaches. You'll notice that there's far fewer in here than what there are in the dubia roach colony. And that is due to the fact that these guys are slowly on their way out because of just how fast they tend to reproduce when adults in temperatures that are absolutely asinine. No, that would probably put too much heat on it. I was going to say, should we put that plastic container over the little one that we wanted to turn into a molt container, honey?
What?
The container that we wanted to use to be a shed help container. We could take the top off and put it over the scorpion, but the greenhouse effect might overheat it. The one here. Where is it? It was right here. It was literally right here. I'm so sick of my shit just disappearing. Duchess, what are you doing? I can't find it now, but it was made with Tupperware.
Oh, the one you bought that you recently.
Yeah, that I was going to use as shed help. I think the greenhouse effect might cook the scorpion though. But just no. So we're going to go and grab this right here. Not too much, because there's only like 20 in here. None of them are adults as far as I'm aware. It's probably worth making a quick look for them. No. There are baby spiders up in here though. All right. All right. With this critter getting close. Should I try for a wet paper towel over the top of the scorpion cage? Because we got the heat down. It's just that keeping it at like 80% humidity is a pain in the ass. Hey, Adam. All right, so in this cage, we have our Theraphosa Popsis, who is absolutely... Add some challenges to amp up views? What the fuck? How do you do that? Yeah, there's no option to add challenges. Hold on. The hell is start a Q&A? Okay. No, don't. I don't want to actually do that. I was just checking to see what the fuck it was. Why? No, don't start Q&A. Go back. Whew. Look at that. You know, if YouTube did its job and actually listened to, you know, the users on here, people wouldn't have to go and jump through hoops to get views. Could just start up conversations with a live stream, like in person, almost like video calls on the live stream, having people join your live, you know, like TikTok. But look how dry it is in there. We have got to do something about that. There we go. And we just missed it inside that den. I'm hoping that spreads around a little bit. She's getting so close to a molt. We've got to make sure that her humidity stays up to par. Now, the last time she molted, there were 0 issues. But having her get stuck in a molt would absolutely devastate me. What the scorpion's going through is driving me absolutely insane. trying my best to make sure that little critter pulls through, but okay. All right. So, these are Monocentropas balfouri tarantulas. They are terrestrial, old world critters. We only have one cricket in up. What the fuck? Yeah, so this is what it was. Now the humidity, honey, inside this, it's super high. But if it's under, like, directly underneath that heat emitter, it's gonna cook the shit out of that scorpion. Right now, it looks like the scorpion's exoskeleton is hardening. How many crickets? We still have like 10 crickets left in that cage. My goodness. All right. Oh my. So the what is it? The coffee was so black, you could run it through your engine as motor oil, and it'd turn out just fine. There we go. Now, when it comes to taking care of this species, it's pretty straightforward. You want to make sure that the heat in the area where these critters are is relatively warm, 75 to 80 degrees. Make sure that their cage is arid, is dry. Give them enough dirt to play with, but do not be surprised if the adults that you have do not feel like digging, because ours just do not feel like it. So based on that, yours might not want to either. There we go. Just get a close look right on because we don't want to startle them too much. That's our female right there. I'm hoping she's guarding some eggs. That would be hella cool. And that right there is our 9-year-old male. Honestly, when I told Google that our male was 9, Google said it is. Is it 7? Why was I saying 9 then? I've been saying that the last 2 nights. Well, fuck. Drain Bramage being what it is, I suppose. 7 years old, which is still obsessive, that's still incredibly old for the species of tarantula. Yeah, he is technically one of a kind. They usually don't make it to that age. She will, for sure, but he won't. And my apologies for getting that wrong. That weighted bar with a pool noodle looks like a good workout. The pool noodle is pretty much like a good interpretation of what that is. It's actually a brace to keep that metal bar from hitting the back of my neck. It is weighted down. That weighted bar is weighted down with 105 pounds. In the future, I'm going to need to get something a little bit heavier to increase the intensity. However, when that happens, we're going to have to move that exercise outside, which means we've got to go and make room for it, because I do not trust our floors with that amount of weight. Yeah. Exercise is great. It's a good way to keep your thoughts in check. Maybe not all of your thoughts, because everybody's going to have dark thoughts at some point, but most of your thoughts in check. I recommend dips once you get a little bit too comfortable with any kind of push-up. Dips are definitely where the pectoral and the tricep exercises are headed. It's either that or doing handstand push-ups, which I would need to do a lot more training for that. All right. Okay. And of course, we are foregoing the push-ups tonight, just going with the dips because of the time constraint that we have. We are taking care of 4 animals in between exercises rather than 3. I want to get to bed. It is 10:27. Why did you retract what you said?
Felt like it.
Oh, God. Now this critter needs to have its cage misted one day, dried out the next, and then misted the next day, due to the fact that this particular species, which is a green bottle blue, needs to have a shifting climate that mimics the climate that it would have down on the peninsula where it originated in South America. They're constantly having the conditions change due to weather systems that come onto the shore. So it's got itself a dry day, then it's got itself a wet day, and so on and so forth. Yesterday, I do believe we misted it. Today, we're letting it dry out. Tomorrow, it's going to be misted again. Unlike many other South American species that we have, this one needs to be given that particular special treatment. The others need to just have their cages misted every single day. The biggest problem that I have with that in particular is the fact that the conditions inside the cages can get to the point where mold grows. I've come to the conclusion that that's going to happen. Cleaning it out when it does is just the only thing you can do. Another thing that might mitigate that, getting isopods that'll go in and clean up after your animal, because a lot of that mold is due to prey items that got torn apart. Whew. Oliver, what are you doing? No, Duchess, no. Last time you started with this playful little attitude, you should lick me in the fucking mouth. I am most certainly not in the mood to be licked in the mouth by a dog. That's disgusting. She's like, but play. No. Tomorrow we gotta get up at 7. Jesus. Then I think the next day we gotta get up at 8, maybe 9. Because the bazaar that my wife is going to be going to is a 2-day bazaar. We set up tonight, getting it ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to be out there with them. Maybe I'll go live out there. You guys can see what that's all about. This is a white-knee tarantula, another tropical terrestrial tarantula from South America. However, this critter is most certainly larger than the previously shown South American species. I think it might even have a wider leg span than the green bottle blue, which is, again, South American. Just like the green bottle blue, this tarantula has urticating hairs that it will use if it's feeling threatened. Notice how it's got a full abdomen of hair. Yeah. It's also got a cricket running around its cage. Come on, girl. You gotta eat at some point. Is that... Let me have your water. The fuck is that? That better not be a parasite.
That looks like poop.
All right. Time to go rinse out our rocks.
I just dug out our shirts for tomorrow.
All right. Nope. Move. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. Now, I'm thinking boosting the humidity. We put wet paper towels hanging on the walls of the enclosure. Help,
Not over top.
but over top too, because the inside.
Better, a damp paper towel or like a damp wash rag?
A damp wash rag would definitely work
I
better.
have two in the silverware drawer that I've been using this.
Are they clean?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
used them to take stuff out of the oven.
All right. What's weird is since we've increased the heat and the humidity,
Yeah.
the mold has stopped.
That.
Does not make sense. Well, the humidity's up to 69. I don't smell anything in that cage. I don't see any flies landing on him. He's just not moving. What? The dog's scratching itself.
Right there. Like it sounds like somebody's running up and down.
All right. So. Nine. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, so fuck off. So you said that the cloth was where?
Silverware drawer.
So this is our Scorpion. He's recovering from his molt and from our helping his molt. He lost one leg in the molt, but I think there's still one still attached on that side. We're waiting for any sign of life. Yeah, Scorpion. He's not doing so good. I don't even know if he's still technically with us or not. He got stuck in a molt. We freed his tail. We detached his from a bit of molt that was keeping those legs pinned. They're still trapped in the molt themselves. We're trying to increase the humidity in his cage to effectively help unbind that molt, but that bit of molt that kept those back legs held together prevented her from, or him from, really getting free of it. So this is our next attempt to increase humidity in this cage. Thank you. I can't see it because YouTube's fucked my phone up.
F10.
Woohoo! All right. Yeah, now we can't have the camera up on there. That should also help keep it relatively dark in that cage. I'm hoping that boosts the humidity. He might not be with us anymore. I'm not seeing any sign of death. And with how humid it is in that cage, like if he was dead, the process would almost immediately. So takes 14 days in general for scorpions to come out of a molt. This Sunday, we're going to go in, get a closer look to see if he is at least physically alive. And we are going to be removing, to the best of our ability, the molt that's around the back legs. One leg has already been lost. She already fucking pulled it off. Jalapeno chicken. Half the freaking videos the cooking videos that I see on freaking YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, sound freaking fantastic. All right. Now, ten, 11. Whew. And that is a clear sign of dehydration. So we went 16 dips, then 14. Then we hit 9, which I thought was weird. And then after rehydrating a little bit more, we hit 11. Generally speaking, in a workout, you don't bounce back. You continue to get fewer and fewer reps in a set. Dehydration is a bitch. Whew. All right. Are you serious? His lamp isn't on. It's on. All right. Is his 150 watt or 100 watt? Here's what we're going to do. It needs 150 watt, but
It might be.
we might have to order more. If that doesn't heat up, then we're going to take it out and we're going to put the 100 watt in there. Wherever the fuck it is. Yeah, I am. We're almost done, though. Give me a second. I gotta go use the restroom. Yeah, 71% humidity in that cage now. Why, thank you very much, Elf. We are primarily doing just the dips tonight. We didn't have enough time to do all of my workouts, and I thought to myself, if I'm going to have to go and do fewer of one thing, what should it be? Push-ups. Because dips are a higher intensity bit of training. Push-ups are great when you're trying to build up stamina, especially when you're doing like 38 at a time. But yeah. The last set we did was 11 reps. Before that, it was 9, and before that, 14. Started with 16. So I'm hoping that my arms will be good and sore tomorrow. And we're going to start looking like tree stumps. Urgh. All right. Last but not least, we do have our Lasiodora parahabana, or salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. I'm gonna make sure his lamps. Oh, it's heating up again. Every so often, I think we have to actually unplug him and plug him back in.
Probably.
Because that's how I've been handling it when the Scorpion's lamp doesn't want to work.
For his lamp, I've been just trying to scale in more.
Because I went up to this one, and what I found was it was like down to 75, and I'm like, oh no! And then I just unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it started climbing in. I'm like, oh shit. So, yay. So this, like I stated before, is our last critter of the night. This is our Lasiodora parahabana, our salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. This critter is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, typically found. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Where are you going? This is not our first rodeo. She likes to get out and wander a little bit. Notice I'm blowing on her. She don't give a fuck. Incredibly docile. Incredibly docile. She's not flighty. She's not bitey. She's just living in the moment. Hey, baby girl. Where you going? Always make sure that you do your best to make it so that your animal is not. I appreciate. Oh, careful. Is not some ridiculous ways off the ground. You all right? Come on. There you go. There's a good tarantula. You're fine. Good girl. She's like, wait a minute. This feels too familiar. I wanted to go for a walk through the house. What the fuck is this shit? Human. Can I get you to get off? Look at this. Beautiful. Thank you, girl. Such a tricky little girl. No. Doop, doop. Oh, you don't like getting your feet tapped? So these are a terrestrial species. chill. They are relatively docile once they get into their older years. She is reaching close to adulthood, but she's got a booty that screams one or two more molts. That's what that booty screams. She got a thick ass, is what I'm trying to say here. Generally speaking, when you got a tarantula that's got a big booty, it is an indicator that that animal is gonna molt. Might not be soon, but molt at some point down the line. Just keep an eye on. Oh my God, who's okay? It's Charlotte's cage, doesn't have clamps on it. Just keep an eye on it. Notice she did not throw urticating hairs. She did not try to bite. She's being a good noodle. The way my muscles are feeling, I might just forego doing push-ups, or maybe do one set of push-ups in the beginning as a warm-up, and then just do dips. Because this feels phenomenal. Let's see. Humidity is at 71%. What did they? All right. Now, we're going to do one more set of dips, and we're going to call it a night, and I will let you guys know what the difference between just doing one set of like 38 push-ups and a bunch of dips feels like. If next week I cannot do the same amount of push-ups that I did this week, then I'm not doing the dips like this again.
If we're going the night before, you're probably not.
Probably not what?
We'll go set up on Friday of next week.
We're not doing push-ups?
Like, it'll probably be closer to tonight.
Oh. Well, what time are we setting up?
I don't know yet.
Is that the one that's out in Vancouver?
Yep.
They better be setting up early, because I don't want to be out there till 8 at night. Okay. We need to pour water in snake cages again tomorrow. What time does it end tomorrow? 3? 4? All right. All right, here we go. The best of the workouts. Now, I don't think when you guys do Vancouver, I should go and be with you on that. What?
I thought you were.
Am I? Okay.
We were going to talk to Micah about letting the dogs out.
All right. And the good news, changing topics, the good news is I'm fucking tired. So hopefully sleeping's going to be fantastic. The better news is, regardless as to what happens, with the setup that we have right now on the Scorpion, we're getting a good idea as to what we need to do to keep the environment so humid. The overall situation has enlightened me as to what I've done wrong and what I can do to improve for the next time. And there will be a next time. We're already talking about potentially getting another Scorpion. We were thinking about an Emperor Scorpion, which needs to have similar cage setups. Multiple hides. They're saying there needs to be a bunch of leaf clutter in the cage.
And he sells plants.
He sells plants. So we can do the plants, we can do the leaf clutter. we can really get the ball rolling on some excellent environments. This will hinder our ability to buy animals after, because a lot of our time and our effort is going to be going into maintaining these particular cages because of the amount of detail that needs to go into maintaining these scorpion species. Tarantulas have been they've been relatively easy. The only ones that haven't have been the Carabina versicolor. Not the best for beginners, but these scorpions that used to be as beginner pets are definitely moderate to advanced.
You want to say hi to your girl?
No! You been getting in that litter box? No. They'll be going a mile a minute. No, you never been getting in that litter box. No. Okay, but you know what I like? You're gonna have to come over here and get belly rubs. Like, nope. You're not. No, we're not playing that game. If you're jumping up on me, you're getting the sideways belly scratches. Because I don't like her raking her claws down my body.
But she does it so well.
That shit hurts.
It does.
That's why I go and I try to give her the hugs that I give her mom. Because we go and we hang out with her mom and her, you guess you call it stepdaddy? Oliver is her daddy. But her mom, she likes to do the jump ups. And I'll go and I will hold her up with one arm. Or she'll put her arms over this arm. And I'll give her the belly scratches and the hugs with this arm.
Yeah, but Precious loves you almost more than Duchess.
Well, I would have.
No, with how she acted when she saw you when we went over there on Halloween.
I tell you, if I could have taken Precious home instead of Dutch. Complete offense, Duchess. You've hit me in the nuts so many times. So many times. All right. Here we go. Last set. One, two, three, 4, 8, 9, 10. Nope. 10. Yay! You guys have a good night. Stay safe, and remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.